Hello, everyone. It's me, Empress Arcana, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, I became an AI for a moment there. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. So going from my most vulnerable audio to hopefully something much more lighthearted. I've been collecting some funny things and some updates on my journey as usual because that's what I do here. I should really just it's all good, right? This new moon in Aquarius got me messed up, man. The fact that I'm recording at this hour, I mean, I was doing better. I have yet to take the gummy for so I can knock out at night. But like I showered, I got, I'm winding down now because I was helping after finished work. I was helping my cousin with some with homework for the EMT program that he's part of, and it was cool because he got to go on his first trip to actually deal with patients, and he was telling me about it and whatnot, and I was helping him with the paperwork and proofreading his summaries and whatnot. It feels good. I like being asked to like help with like writing stuff and whatnot because it's just kind of I was going to school to teach that, so it was cool. It's always nice to be able to help in some way, especially for someone's education. And I love it. It's sometimes I have to like I have to humble myself. I get like I get butterflies when someone tells me like, "Oh my God, you're writing" or whatever, and I'm like, ah. I get shy, but I am very grateful, and I continue to work on my writing. It is what I do, and alongside my tarot services, I want to be able to convey the messages in a way that is pleasing to in the deliverance of it. So yeah, but I do got some funny stories, including like this is like fresh like in my mind. I gotta look at my phone, but because my recording equipment has been acting up, so hopefully it won't act up as I'm doing this because but I so I'll go with that story first because it's just it's fresh. And I took a picture because I was telling my cousin, I'm like, hey, did you save your document? Because your laptop's about to die, man. And he's like, oh yeah. And then, whatever. But I was helping him edit his summary for the the patients that he attended to today and whatnot and whatever. I forgot the word that he used. I don't know. I'm learning all this terminology thanks to him because they're like I'm helping him with vocabulary and all that stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I love learning. Let's go. I don't mind. I think the only thing that I'm kind of like about is like math. I I really I mean, I did accounting, but the thing is that the program, I know my basics, but the program would do the rest of it, the bookkeeping portion of it and whatnot. But math, ugh. um, I was gonna, I imagine myself like, the power of Christ compels you through holy water at math. That's how I felt back in high school. I did so well with every other subject, but math is like, and I remember my math started going downhill in 8th grade. I'm like, oh, it's only going to get worse from here, isn't it? Oh. I remember how hard I was on myself because I will get to the I will get to the other story. Oh my God. But yeah, my parents were always like you got to get the best grades and all that stuff. And when I started slipping in math and I had to get a tutor, I felt destroyed. I'm like, how? I didn't know any better at the time. I was young and, I was like, oh my gosh, I failed my parents because I can't do math or like I can't do this or that. I'm like, ah, oh my gosh. Anyway, ugh. And it was a private school, so I was just like, it was a Catholic private school. Oh my God, those experiences, I'm never gonna forget. But the things I saw too, and you'd think I was only there up to eighth. I was like, it was from kindergarten to eighth grade, and I was just like, bruh, these kids, those darn kids going into bathrooms, sneaking in there and making out, and I'm like, listen, man, hormones, chill. I was like, oh my God. Did Fulanito y Menganito go into that bathroom and they're like, oh my God. And then the whole gossip, like, oh my God. At the time, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, man. But yes. So as I was editing the summary for my cousin, and there was this, I'm going to try my best to tell the story without cracking up because it's still so funny to me. And he just kept going on about it too. He's so Virgo. But poor guy. I get it. But like, so his first patient was this 73-year-old woman that had fallen like in 2 days consecutively or something. And they called it in and for assistance, and they were putting her on the stretcher, and she was looking at my cousin with the biggest googly eyes. She's like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm so embarrassed. I don't like to, I feel a little embarrassed because it's my cousin, but so the lady said, and it wasn't his summary, so I was like, oh man, this left an impact on him. Oh God, I'm so sorry, my dude. But the lady like looked at him and is like, I gotta get the screenshot. Hold on, I screenshot this shit. He literally wrote, I'm so sorry, guys. It's like, just spit it out. I'm trying. Oh yeah. They were getting her vitals, and it's like where she proceeded to tell me, and he put in quotes, where she liked younger men and their energy. She was so real for that. She was, and then and I'm like, listen, look at it this way, Leapy. Because that's what I call him. That's like his nickname in the family. His name is Spanish and complicated, but he I go to him, look at it this way. You made that old lady's day. You made her day, man. She wasn't, she was on a stretcher. She was not inappropriate with you. Yes, I'm sure it was uncomfortable. I was serious about it. But then he started laughing, and I'm like, okay, that's my cue. I can laugh too, because I'm dying to laugh because I could just see this. I'm so sorry, guys. I like younger men and their energy. I understand, lady. Oh man. I laughed so much, and then there was I don't know why. There was something else. But regardless, it was an interesting time, and he was like telling me about other patients that he got to learn about and whatnot, and like it's really cool. I love learning about how what does he have to do, what like the process of things and whatnot. I like learning, so it's cool. And he always He always comes to me. He's like, I gotta steal some of your mojo energy or whatever, because you are just like, you're so great at writing and you're gonna help me. And I'm like, okay, so you're just deciding for me. But yes, I always I've always helped them, all my cousins, with their English and stuff like that. But it was so funny. Oh my god. I like younger men and their energy. That got me. I'm like, I'm sure you do, lady. Oh man. Like, I mean, to be fair, she's probably not seen someone like my cousin in a long while. Oh my gosh. But either way. So that was that. I'm very glad that I was able to help him with his work. And before that, I was actually going to talk about my Mars return first, but this story kind of like outshined it, because for me it's still so funny. Okay, so my Mars return happened, and that was, all my prayers were really like answered. I know it's gonna sound really lame, but I was praying and doing all sorts of like healing work, light work, all sorts of meditations, everything, guys. And like the time that I wasn't working or whatever, I did so much to heal, because after the scary incident that I had, I could feel like my body really out of alignment, my organs, everything. I know it sounds strange, but I was in pain all over my body. It was so weird. That's never happened to me before. And I was like, no, I gotta do the inner work. And if it continues, I'll go to the doctor, or, whatever. Anyway, so thankfully I did a lot of light work. I still gotta go to the doctor. We all do, right? Yeah. Oh God, I hate the doctor. I'm like such a fucking child. I'm like, oh, I hate the doctor. Sorry, you guys don't need my whining. I'm just talking out loud right now. I'm just like, oh, I should be sleeping. Now I'll be flying high soon, but not now. I'm gonna wait till after this recording. Not that you guys need my order of operation, but I'm just like, it's been an interesting time. It's actually been mostly heavy, but I've been like taking notes and writing down like little funny anecdotes and stuff. I've been doing a lot of the healing work to set myself in alignment again, because the way I was feeling is not it. And I have to be responsible with myself and whatnot. So, and I have people that love me, and I got to take care of myself, man. I want to be there for my loved ones. I really do. And that brings me to my Mars return, which was absolutely bizarre. I kept praying and praying, God, please let my Mars return not be what I'm thinking and whatnot, because since, excuse me, Mars's aggression and all that, and it's in my fourth house and all that I've spoken about before, I was just like, oh my God, how's it gonna be? And oh, sorry, I almost dropped my water bottle top. So there's that. I got to do laundry. That alone is great. Laundry's important. I got to go out and go to the laundromat, get some laundry done with my cousin, and after that, it was really cool. I felt I was just like, I was complimenting people. I don't normally initiate conversation. It's not even about initiating conversation. I was just in one of those moods. I wanted to compliment people. Like, I complimented this lady wearing this Rocky Horror Picture Show shirt. And then she got so happy, and that made me happy. I'm like, oh, I made her. I like, it's like, oh, making someone's day by complimenting them. That makes me feel good, right? And there's this guy that was attending us or something, and I complimented his tattoos. I, for one, personally, I do not like tattoos on me. I've spoken about this before, not because they're not cool, and I love the fact that they hold stories for people and whatnot. I don't like tattoos on me. My friends are like, oh, let's get a tattoo together and all that stuff. And I'm like, no. I don't mind painting on my body, you know, painting and stuff, but that's not permanent. I have like cousins that have tattooed like the eyeliner and stuff. I'm like, I'm not interested in that. So sorry. Whoever is with me will have to deal with my plain face in the morning or like whatever. I am not. But I do love to make people feel good and feel, and then the guy got so excited. He's like, oh, and he was like recommending me the tattoo place. I'm like, okay, that was definitely not, but he got really happy and whatnot. He was very respectful, and, it made him happy. He smiled. He was like, oh yeah, okay. I was like, okay, yeah. And it was just so cool because it was inspired action. I love inspired action. I am all about it. This recording right now is inspired action. I should be sleeping. What am I doing? I'm recording something. And, but I went to my other cousins and decided to cook. Well, they kind of threw it on me. Listen, I had to MacGyver the hell out of that. I will tell you guys that my favorite thing to make for family gatherings and stuff, it's always come to that, is lasagna. That's just what I do. I make a ton of lasagna for my army of like family cousins, usually, because that's what's left. My cousins. But the thing is, they didn't like, I was told, and then everything I had to go through to, like, I was already feeling like, oh God, I'm exhausted because I had done a bunch of stuff and then gone over there. Sorry. And then to cook so late, I was like, oh my God. And then they all make fun of me always because I take forever to cook. Listen, I got to feel the vibe. Okay. My Jupiter Pisces 6th house says, listen, I got to put music. I got to be in the mood. I got to be in a good mood to cook. No, I get myself in the mood. Whatever. I'm going to cook. It's an experience, okay? Anyway, so I had to defrost all the packs of beef because they're freaking like, and they love to eat the lasagna. But the thing is, I felt so bad because I like to have all the ingredients I need. I already once you make a recipe, once you make something over and over and over, you already know it by heart. My friend is the one that taught me how to make lasagna so long ago at this point. I don't even know. I think it was like over a decade ago. And it just became the thing, and it made me really happy. I'm like, yay, I love to cook for my friends and family and loved ones. So, the thing is, they didn't have anything. They had the beef, but they didn't have like the sauce. They didn't even have like tomatoes where I can make something out of it. They didn't have, they didn't have the ricotta cheese. They didn't have, what else? They didn't have like mozzarella cheese. I'm telling you. And what else did it? I was like, wow. Okay, I gotta MacGyver this lasagna. So the beef came out so good, but I wish it would have like been a standalone because it would have been great to eat like arroz con picadillo, like ground beef and rice or something, because it didn't have much tomato sauce. Because all they had was a ragu bottle that was there was like a minute little bit, and I was like, "Is this what I got to work with?" I looked everywhere, the pantry, this, that. I'm like, and I asked my cousin, I'm like, "Yo, do you got more sauce? Where's the sauce? I need the sauce." And it's like, we don't have anything else. This is what we got. I'm like, "Oh, really? So this is what I've got to work with." Okay. So what I did, for Latin dishes, cooking wine is essential. So I'd like to consider my lasagna a Hispanic lasagna. Like, I'm a Hispanic lasagna. So I use cooking wine. I mean, I don't usually, but because the ragu bottle was like, what I did was I poured some cooking wine. I mixed it. Like, yeah, all right. Poured it into the beef already cooked and sizzling with all the like spices and whatnot that I could muster because there was anyway. And then I just put some more water in there to get the like anything that was left of sauce in that bottle of ragu, whatever. Listen, I'm not usually picky with what I use. I use whatever I got because I gotta whatever. So yeah, but it was because what I do, instead of like boiling the pasta sheets, even though it says oven ready, and I don't know, my friend taught me that you use the sauce for like the excuse me, the beef, and so that in putting it in the oven, that will cook the pasta with everything else and whatnot, like make it all like al dente and whatever. Well, the beef had no sauce because there was a lot of beef and there was no sauce. But either way, and then I didn't have mozzarella, and then it was this whole thing, regardless. And then we didn't have ricotta cheese, and then I go, what do we got? And I saw that my cousin had like whipped cream cheese. And I go, I was on the phone with a friend, and she was like, "You sure about that?" And I'm like, "Why not? It's whipped." And it's like, I just won't have, and she's like, Google it. I'm like, fine, I'll Google it. And lo and behold, let me tell you, my Jupiter Pisces was on because some people actually use the like whipped, cream cheese for it. I mean, I've used cream cheese for pasta in the past, like, that's a Latino thing, I think, because I was taught that actually by another friend, because her father would put cream cheese in the pasta, and it was good, it was good. It's cheese, it's cream cheese, so whatever. That's what I used, and I used whatever I had. So, yeah. Damn, but oh man, that beef alone was great. I wish we would have made a lasagna with the proper ingredients at another point in time. But I did promise that whenever they have the proper ingredients, I don't mind, going over and making more, because I'm a lasagna making machine, apparently. Oh man. Although, like I said, I do love to put music as I cook. I like putting music for everything. As I shower, as I cook, so I had I had music playing, and I didn't realize what song was playing, because I've been listening to Maneskin again all over. Like, it had been a while since like I listened to them, because I kind of like got really obsessed with Luis Fonsi, and I just was playing his music over and over and over. And I'm like, I love this. And then once, it's just, there's time periods where you're listening to an artist and some use another. So My Luis Fonsi era is over. And just like Anthony, no, it's not over. I love Luis Fonsi. But I was listening to a song and I didn't realize what was being said. I felt so embarrassed. I was listening, it was Maneskin, and it was the song Baby Said. Excuse me. Oh God, I didn't realize because I was cooking the beef and I was really engrossed in what I was doing. And then one of my other cousins walked by. He's like, he, he listens to what I'm listening to in the lyrics because, hold on, let me read you exactly the lyric. I died. Oh, hold on, guys. I make sure it's not gonna play. Okay, where is it? Hey. Baby said, "Let me taste your silhouette. You can talk between my legs." And then that's all. And he looks at me, I look at him, and I'm like, and he's like, "Oh, so that's what you're listening to as you cook a family dinner." I'm like, "Listen, who asked you to walk by at this moment?" It was so funny. I was like, "Oh, oops." But regardless, that's damn hot. That Maneskin has like, I don't, it doesn't hit me until like, oh shit. Like, yeah, that one. But there's another one. There's another one that I really like. The line. Hold on, guys. Let me get the lyrics. Oh, yeah. Is it read your diary or read your diary? I don't remember. Dance in your shoes, read your diary to get inside of you. That's hot. That song is good. That song is really good. The lyrics got me. Very good. So, let's see. What else? Sorry, I got like lost in a moment. I don't know. Hanging by a moment. I don't know. Anyway, now yeah, listening to them. Good stuff. So, let's see what else. Let's see what else I wrote here in my notes. Talked about that. Oh yeah, okay, this is interesting. Well, I'll get to that now. Okay, have you guys okay, I know I'm an 80s baby. But have you guys ever watched Rainbow Bright? I love Rainbow Bright. And the other day I got curious. This was like, I don't remember when, but I got curious and I search up Rainbow Bright on YouTube. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna get? Let's see. And I got this clip. I forgot the name of the damn princess, but oh my God. All I remember, because she was, I can't help it sometimes. Like sometimes it's easier to analyze characters. And her outbursts and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, is she a Leo? I was just like, oh my gosh. It's like, and there was a part that got me. She goes, she was holding, I thought this was so funny. I didn't realize, I was like, what is she doing? So she has like this, I forgot what it's called because I haven't seen this movie in, I don't even know if I don't remember. It's been so long. It was in the 80s. And she's holding this like crystal gem thing and she's like petting it like Dr. Evil petting the cat. And I'm just like, what like sent me over the moon was that she has like a leash or something around it and she walks the the crystal thing. I'm like, what is she doing? But anyway, what got me was that she's just petting the crystal gem thing, whatever. And then they're like, what's it called? They're telling the princess, oh, this is what's going to happen. And you're going to be this almighty powerful, blah, 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 whatever. And she's like, yes, yes, pets the crystal. And then she's like, and the guy was like, yeah, this will all be yours. And then she's like, mine. And then I'm like, oh God. And she's like, mine. I've always liked the sound of that word, mine. And I'm just like, she's a Scorpio. Or she got some Scorpio placements. My Scorpio moon can sniff that shit out. I feel it. I see it. I know it. Oh my gosh. That was funny. Another thing I saw. Oh God, I feel so bad about this one. I sent my cousin this TikTok earlier. Another one of my cousins. Listen, my cousin, she has 4 kids, and I used to call them, like, at one point in time, because, gosh, I'm a little embarrassed talking about this, whatever. At one point in time, I remember, growing up, I was always the one girl. There was always another cousin, but I was always the cool cousin. I swear I'm not trying to. I was always the cool cousin. I was the older cousin. I was the cool cousin. I was the one girl that was not annoying according to my cousins. And I'm like, oh man, thanks. I guess. And I was one of the guys, whatever. But it got to a point as I grew older, obviously, and I don't know. I'm embarrassed about talking about this. But either way, sorry. Trying to keep it light. But I guess oh, I'm embarrassed. Okay, whatever. I've been told so much in my life that it's like, man, you're the ideal partner. Like from so many people. And it got to a point where I'm like, I would get annoyed because I'm like, if I was so, like, in my head, in a toxic thought process, I'm like, well, if I'm so ideal, then why am I, oh God, I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed, but like, why am I alone then? Why doesn't anyone want to be with me? And that kind of whatever. I know that's toxic as fucking hell. I'm sorry. That's why I was a little embarrassed talking about it. But it was something that I thought about. Like, now it's just a matter of I just gotta keep working on myself and whatever. So, with my cousins, it was like, I remember being called like the Wendy of the group, and like they would call themselves the Lost Boys. And I'm like, I can't believe that this is happening. What the heck? Oh my gosh. But then, yeah, either way, I'm very protective of those I love, and they're my boys. They're my dudes. I'm going to protect their ass as best I can. I know that I've been kind of going through it, but I'm rising from the ashes, baby. You know, I want to be there for my loved ones. I want to be a force to be reckoned with, you know? I'm not giving up, and I want to be able to help in any way I can. Okay, Nanako, I hear you. I hear you, baby. Anyway, so, yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. I'm so sorry, guys. I was doing great. Let's go back. Let's go back to the funsies. Right. I texted my cousin a TikTok because when we all got into playing D&D and all that, I felt so bad because George would always be like, no one has time to play anymore. And I'm like, oh, boo boo. And then the TikTok was basically this guy, and like it was the like everyone making plans, like, hey, yeah, let's go. But I gotta get writing, I gotta do this and that. And it's like, oh, Friday, yeah, let's go. And then at the end, it's just the DM and it's no one else there. And that has happened to George. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Georgie. No. I sent it to him and after he watches it, he's like, ouch. I'm like, I'm sorry. I just thought of him because of what he's told me and stuff. I'm like, ay, Diosito. There was this other TikTok that I saw. There's this, oh God, I love squirrels. Every time I see a squirrel, I get so fucking happy. I'm like, yeah, squirrels. Oh my God, Nanako. Sometimes I wonder if she's just trying to compete with me as I'm talking. So you guys know about the trauma that I have with frogs. And it was so funny because, to me anyway, it was a TikTok of this squirrel named Thumbelina. Don't get me started on Thumbelina. I love that movie. Let me be your wings. Let me be your only love. I love that song so much. Anyway. Let me take you far beyond the stars. Oh man, I remember. I'll get to that. But so the squirrel's name is Thumbelina, and oh my God, not a cow. And I laughed so much because the squirrel was like distraught. It's domesticated squirrel, and the squirrel is distraught. And there's like several TikToks of like Thumbelina being scared of the frog. Like there's a frog that got like into the house or whatever, and I'm like, Thumbelina's me. I am that squirrel. I embody the essence of Thumbelina. I am that squirrel. Oh man. Also, totally random because I forgot to mention it. There was another TikTok that got my attention. It was another D&D one, but it was all like about the note taker, and listen, that is me. I'm that person. I'm like, okay, okay, writes down, takes notes. I am the note taker. I am that person. And then I will like have it all mapped out. It's like, okay, I'm in detective mode. Let's go. But it was so funny because at the end, it's like, oh, wait, guys, I meant to say this, that, whatever. And the guy is like, are you serious? Having to go back and fix this shit. That's me. That is moi. Oh my God. But yes, I embody the essence and of that squirrel. Oh man. But yeah. Whew. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's another thing. I have it in my little note card. I thought it was funny. My God, my dog. She is my baby. I've been working a lot on my self-concept, and I've been, testing the waters with subliminals and stuff on YouTube and whatnot, whatever. And I look at the affirmations and like to do, aside from the regular meditations I do along with my light work, the funny thing, this particular person that does the subliminals, I unfortunately don't know. I don't remember their account because I would laugh so much because I read, the description and read like if there's affirmations or, excuse me, the disclaimers, whatever. I like to just be in the know. Okay. And then in the warning disclaimer portion, it says, all my, basically affirming that there's no malintent with the subliminals. These are all da 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 da. But it's like, I swear on my chihuahua. I do not know why that made me laugh so much. I'm like, oh my God. I died of laughter. I was like, oh God, her poor chihuahua. Don't swear on your chihuahua. I don't swear on my chihuahua. Nanako would not have any of that. She's like, bitch, you're gonna swear on me? Please. I laugh so much. I swear on my chihuahua. I swear on my chihuahua that these are legit and good and clean. And I'm like, what? Don't swear on your chihuahua. I thought it was funny. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else to talk about? I mean, I'll pull some cards out for you guys. I know that this is, whatever. It's a good time. I swear on my chihuahua. How do I know you're telling the truth? Because I swear on my chihuahua. Anyway. I think that I mentioned this already, but it still stands. It stood out to me. I'll say it. There was this tarot reader that mentioned this, and it stuck with me, especially during these harder times for myself and where I've been doubting myself and questioning, is this real? Or, what I'm feeling, is it all in my head? Or am I making things up just to feel better? Oh God, I've gone through shit. And I'm still like healing from that. But, yeah. Well, this tarot reader said, anxiety screams, intuition whispers. And that really got me. It's like, oh, so I'm trying to be more mindful that when I start spiraling or something and I don't trust my intuition, are the messages coming in screaming at me in a way that causes fear? Or are they whispering to me to calm me and soothe my soul? I'll leave you guys with that as I pull out some cards. All right. I'm sure that there was more to say, but I don't remember right now. I'm using my first deck. Whoop, whoop. Man, that mannequin. La 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 la. I swear on my chihuahua. No, Mannequin gets me like. Words are hot, man. Words do things to me. Words, the way people say things, that gets me going. I'm sure many of you feel the same. All right, let's see. What does the collective need to know, baby? These two. Oh my God, justice always coming through. And King of Swords. So clarity. Ooh, baby. All right. Okay. One more. I'm seeing working. Closing in this distance. 3 of Wands. I see 8 of Pentacles, working hard to master something Let me get one of these and see, what are we mastering? Oh, okay. The home. Something about home. Okay. We're working on, yes, releasing burdens. I got the cross and I got the house. So maybe themes of the home, what feels good, what feels safe, your security. You are working toward a higher vibration of self so that you can so you can manifest, because we have here the Magician with justice. The Eight of Pentacles. Oh man. Damn, I just thought of something funny. Because I have a deck called the Mood Tarot. I don't use it on YouTube where you can see it, because it has like some stuff that can't be on YouTube. But I remember the Eight of Pentacles. I think I took the picture and sent it to my friend because she wanted it. She's like, I'm going to hang this on my wall or whatever. And I'm like, as you should, as you should. It was basically like in the Eight of Pentacles, Rider Waite, you see the person working on these pentacles. Well, in that deck, it was like black pentacles with red or whatever. And it's like something about working with the Dark Lord or some shit. And I was like, oh my God. It was just like, ah. So what else? King of Swords, again, well, that is air, that is communication, in the sense of being able to communicate how you have come so far from this page status to king. You are now in this leadership position when it comes to, no, that's inappropriate. No, that's not it either. Oh my God. How you speak. And, I think that the ether, listen, if I wasn't so tired, I would do the sensual reading, but I am going to most likely do that sometime this weekend. Cause I'm getting some spicy downloads, but this is not supposed to be a spicy reading. But damn, am I getting spicy. Oof. These cards are... So back to the wholesome message of leadership role in the way you communicate, how you, oh my Merlin, my brain, I'm so embarrassed, guys. Sorry. How you communicate what you want, and feeling good and proud of how far you've come on your journey, mastering your skills, whatever that might be for you. Okay. And it's helping you feel more secure in your life. It could be your home life, or it could just be security, and stability within your current situation. Let me see yes. The Page of Swords. Oh my God. I was just talking about it. Yes. The beautiful thing about Tigers. No, the beautiful thing about the swords communication. Oh God, I thought of something else that's really funny, but I gotta show you guys that card another time, because I was looking at different decks that I have, and there's one where the Page of Swords is just like with their eyes closed, running around with a sword, and I'm just like, yo. Open your eyes. Don't run around with us. That's dangerous, man. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Cracking my back. Anyway. So, what I find beautiful about this is that no matter in what ranking or how, you started off on your journey, you're a truth seeker. You want to make sense of what is being presented to you. And you've leveled up. You've leveled up on self. You've leveled up on your surroundings. You feel more empowered than ever before, especially with this Magician card, baby. Okay, we got Judgment here too. Honestly, if you guys haven't gone through a revelation of sorts, an awakening or something, you're going to really feel it. A lot of us have been receiving a lot of like spiritual downloads, a lot of things opening up our crown chakras to receive these downloads, these messages. I'm seeing, what's it? What else? Oh, 9 of Cups, baby. Oh my God, that is wish fulfillment. Drink your fill. This is a good, abundant time where things are going to feel so much lighter for you. Okay? You're going to feel that you can breathe and that you can have time to have fun and enjoy everything. You can just sit there pretty and reap the rewards finally. And it's funny because right behind it is the 7 of Pentacles, which is the individual looking at the pentacles, like waiting, right? But whatever you've been waiting on, your dreams, your desires, it's yours. It's in your grasp. It's yours, babe. All right. That's it. That's the reading. I feel like shuffling more, but I'm good. I'm going to go take something to fly. All right. I'm sorry for being so open and honest here, but it is what it is. Homegirl wanna fly. So, whoop whoop. I am cleaning up the cards here, putting them back into. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for continuing to be here with me on my journey. I'm hungry. Sorry, that was so random. I'm so sorry. I want chocolate. Sorry. No, I gotta go to bed. I love you guys. Thank you guys again for sticking around. I know it's been a tough time, and I know that I've been updating some really heavy stuff, but I feel that things are really looking up. As long as I continue to work on my self-concept, continue to work on all this to stay on track, to stay on path. I know I've got this too, and you do as well. All right. Take care, be safe, and love you, and on to the next one. Bye-bye. Mwah.